Madam Speaker, at this point I want to address some comments made by the opposition spokesman on finance and the leader of the opposition regarding securitization transactions that the government has undertaken. Securitization is the packaging and sale of future income, of a future income stream from an asset for a lump sum value today. This government was successful in creating a concession for the Norman Manley International Airport, which generates a reliable stream of income. This income is contractual. I want the country to remember that the previous PNP government tried to create the same concession out of the NMIA and failed miserably. They did not have even one bidder willing to take up the concession under their government and stewardship.
Now we know.
The key question then is, what do we do with the lump sum money that we receive now? Do we use it to party? No. We have used it to pay down debt. In other words, relieving ourselves of current and future expense obligations. We have used it to create new infrastructure like the extension of Highway 2000 and the Maypen to Williams Field. Which enables us to generate more revenues in the future. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. It is a transparent transaction where there is no risk to the government. Indeed, it is a credit to the Jamaican economy that the international capital market looks favorably on Jamaican securities. These kinds of opportunities are only really available to prudent government. Madam Speaker, when is the sale of future income a problem? When would the opposition need to be concerned? It is a problem, for example, when you forward sell a commodity at a fixed price that you have not yet produced, and then when it comes time for producing it,
price is different.
the cost of producing the commodity exceeds the price at which you had contracted. Yes, that is when you have a problem. And especially if you collected the money up front and you spread it off, you're definitely not going to have it to meet your obligation to produce the commodity that you're supposed to produce. Now, if you do that, then you really have a problem, because you're going to be producing at a loss. Is it a surprise that this is what the PNP government did in 2001 when they forward sold bauxite on the international market to finance their FinSank budget? The government, the Jamaican government, later became exposed when market conditions deteriorated and the cost of producing the bauxite far exceeded the contracted price. And the government of the day, the Bruce Golding-led administration of 2010, was obliged to honor the volumes of bauxite to which the previous PNP government had committed. Jamaica ended up having to pay US $31 million to the company that produced the bauxite to cover the loss. You can't compare this foolishness of the PNP with our masterful management of the economy. Madam Speaker, there is a very popular song, It says, they are not like us. We are not like them. Two different philosophies and way of thinking. when we say that we believe in fiscal discipline and the proper management of the economy, because that is how we can genuinely show that we care for you. So again, another example. They made a bad decision and we have to pick up the check. So when I hear them criticize what we're doing, it is grating. Grating. Indeed unfair.
Disingenuous.
And we have to, I'm sorry I have to do this, but if we don't remind the people.
They tend to forget, so remind them.
Madam Speaker, unlike the forward sale agreement that the PNP administration entered into, the securitization that we have undertaken are prudent financial strategies that leverages existing predictable revenue streams without creating future liabilities or exposing the government to market risks beyond our control. Madam Speaker, the graph now being displayed illustrates the trajectory of poverty prevalence in our country. It clearly shows that under my administration, we have achieved a steady and measurable decline in poverty. Apart from the temporary spike in 2020 caused by the pandemic, the steady reduction in poverty is clear evidence that our economic gains are reaching the people who need it the most. Madam Speaker, we recognize that while progress has been made, much more needs to be done to ensure that benefits of economic growth are inclusive and sustainable. Our commitment is to share the prosperity where every Jamaican, regardless of background or location, has access to opportunities for upward mobility. Whether in rural communities, inner city neighborhoods, or remote districts, we are working to ensure that no one is left behind and that absolute poverty is eradicated. Importantly, Madam Speaker, this government's approach is not about handouts that provide temporary relief, but ultimately, relief, Madam Speaker, which ultimately keep people poor and dependent. We believe in empowerment, not dependency. And that is why our policies are designed to equip Jamaicans with the tools, skills, and opportunities they need to lift themselves and their families out of poverty for good. Yes. Madam Speaker, the fact that our economy remains on solid ground despite the combined shocks of global inflation, the lingering effects of the pandemic, and the increasing threat of climate change is a testament to the progress we have made. This is not just economic progress, it is economic transformation. The transformation did not happen by chance. It is a result of strong, competent leadership, sound economic policies, and the deliberate choices we have made to protect the Jamaican people while safeguarding the stability of our economy. But, Madam Speaker, we know that we are mere servants of the Almighty, and all good things come only from His blessings and grace. As 1 Corinthians 3 verse 7 reminds us, so neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow.